You guys, Latto is currently being questioned after her new single Lottery debuts on the Billboard Hot 100, and her Twitter mentions are also currently in shambles after she decided to pick an argument with some of the Barbz and some stan accounts on Twitter. Latto recently released her new song Lottery featuring Luke Hollow, which overall severely underperformed on iTunes, did not make any Spotify charts or the top 200 on US Apple Music, but somehow it charted at number 83 on this week's Billboard Hot 100. When Latto initially released Lottery, a lot of people had called her out because they felt like it was a direct knockoff of Doja Cat's Say So, which, I mean, they're not completely wrong. Doja did make an entire wave for herself, and I feel like Latto is kind of just trying to ride that wave a little bit. But now people are calling Latto out because of her boosted radio play despite having low sales and not very high streams. Now, in my opinion, I do feel like Latto's label is trying to give her a bit of a push by paying for all this radio play, similar to what they did with Big Energy. I actually previously did a video on this subject before with Big Energy, but Big Energy was #1 on overall radio with nearly 100 million plays. However, it still wasn't cracking 1 million daily streams on Spotify and wasn't very high on Apple Music charts or iTunes. Even if you compare songs like Lottery to Ice Spice's Boy's a Liar, you would see how they have two completely different reasons for being on the charts. Boy's a Liar has been going viral for weeks. It's been getting millions of streams on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube, and has even managed to be stable in the top 10 of Billboard Hot 100 with mainly just streams. To compare the two, Boy's a Liar is currently #4 on the Billboard Hot 100 with over 30 million streams and a little bit less than 7 million radio audience. And mind you, it has less than 7 million radio audience and it's been out for weeks. It's been going viral. Whereas Lottery by Latto debuts number 83 with less than 5 million streams and nearly 10 million in radio play. And 10 million radio play despite the song only being out for 1 week. Lottery has even entered the top 5 audience increases on overall radio despite the low streams and lack of a hype. But just after it was announced that Lottery had debuted on the Hot 100, Latto went on Twitter and went back and forth with some stan pages, mainly being Barbz accounts. But how she chose to celebrate her new entry on Billboard was to respond to a stan account that said, "You're 83 and you're celebrating, girl, you're really ridiculous. In your place, I won't do that, and you dare say you're a flourishing rapper." And Latto responded to that tweet by saying, "You're not in my place and will never be, Bookie. Leave Delulu land. Bunch of could nevers trying to make me not proud. Please. Let me see you do it then, smut. You sitting on your dreams, I'm living mine. Beat it." And Latto also then responded to a Barbz saying that this was her first entry in an entire year. And after Latto had responded to that Barbz once, they then tweeted her back by saying, "You want to talk about first like you haven't been playing Mistress for 3 years." And that seemed to have upset Latto a little bit because she did respond to that and said, "I whole live with my man, I don't even come second. Y'all need to get off them T pages and go touch grass. My privacy is driving you up a wall. Mistress to who? Why they don't see the cars, diamonds, etc. Cause y'all know I'm spoiled to death. You don't know me and you don't gotta figure it out like at all." And that's because if you guys don't know, Latto's alleged boyfriend 21 Savage is actually married, which in my opinion Latto really didn't deny being with a married man, which is what people have been saying about her for a while now. She just said that she doesn't come second, so apparently she's first pick. She's also claimed in the past that she's not with 21 Savage, but she did get his name tattooed behind her ear. And it's pretty much a run-on joke now on Twitter that he doesn't really claim her, but she's saying that she likes to live a private life. But since she decided to have a back and forth with a lot of these fan accounts, Barbz were pretty much accusing her of responding and arguing with them to get more interactions and attention for her new song. She even got ratioed on Twitter by a user tweeting a screenshot of a tweet from Nicki that said, "Rule number 2, when in doubt, when insecure, when needing sympathy or attention, just go on Twitter and respond to a Barbz." I don't know, I personally just feel like Latto should just focus on her new entry and just celebrate that. And I did think that it was interesting too because when Latto got in her beef with Nicki over the Grammy nominations, she shared that she never really gets to enjoy these moments because of others, so I felt like she could have just thanked her label for the radio and the people that decided to stream Lottery and call it a day. I do feel like she was trying to go back and forth with Barbz for some Twitter Twitter attention or some interaction, but that's just me personally. As far as Lottery goes, I don't think it's a bad song. I just think it's clear that her label is trying to push a song similar to Big Energy, because her last few releases really haven't done so well and they really didn't chart anywhere. So it does make sense that they're trying to push the most pop sounding record and try to give it all this radio play. I'm just wondering if this time around her label is going to get the streams and the radio play to match like Big Energy didn't.